Doing a quick test of the mic. Just waiting for it on YouTube. Just give it a few seconds. Alright. Now then. I'm going to be on screen for this because this is very, very important. As you guys know already. I'll start like this. You know who I am. Mick slash... You know me as Mick. Or if you want to be less formal, you can call me the 11211, whatever. Let me start off by saying what happened, how it first started, how everything started. So hard to bring up, just give me a sec. I can't quite remember the first time what happened the first time I met Nico. I honestly can't remember the first bits of when I first met her. It's been that long, believe it or not. But what I did know was she was in a relationship with this. Let's not get into that until later. But she seemed like a normal person. She seemed like a friendly. She seemed like a friendly person. Hold on. She seemed like a friendly person that you can get to know and talk to very easily without feeling afraid to talk to them. And she didn't have a violent personality, as far as I knew. But when I started to really notice that is when she started making rants on people and how she would pretty much treat others if things didn't go her way a little later on. She was really, like, she could go from happy and wanting to talk with you all the time and just being the kindest person you could meet to just being ready to throw you out of her life just because you do one tiny thing wrong or that's not to her standards. And you know the examples, you've seen it on the rant video that Vega made. But that's just the beginning of it. It was like I said, it's not scripted, but I'm also taking a few breaths so I can, There was a person I knew that was one of her boyfriends that I really honestly wish I could apologize to. I can't get a hold of him. I won't give out his name for privacy reasons. What happened was, he's now one of her ex-boyfriends, but this happened between the time when her and her current boyfriend, or actually I should put it, man friend, were in a relationship. This is when her and that one broke up, and he was there. He actually cared for her, which, believe it or not, what just she wants to deny it. He actually did care for her. This poor fucking guy. You don't know how much he went through with her. Every single day that I talked with her, she would say these awful things about him and his parents behind his back, all over him not doing one simple thing, like even just spending half a day or even a quarter of a day away from her. He would come back and he would get in royal shit for it. I'm talking these, like, you swear you just kicked their puppy and people are giving you royal shit for it kind of shit. Think of it like one of the things that happened was he had to go do his some chores, which is normal. I don't blame him for going to do chores. And she started to slowly give him more and more shit for it as time went on. And something happened between him and his parents, and he couldn't talk to her anymore. They're doing their job, fair enough, and honestly, props to the parents for what they did. They probably saved his fucking mentality, if you know, as far as I know. But this guy, this poor guy, right? I had to deal with her this and within the relationship the first time. I thought everything was going all right, and I was too blind to see that what Nico was doing was wrong. The boyfriend, I could completely missed out all the good things he was doing, what was actually happening to him. No, you know what? No. What happened was, a lot of the times when I was in a chat with her and her boyfriend, I'd notice she'd do things that really set me off. One of these things being, no, here, listen to this, okay? You don't mention a past relationship, an ex-boyfriend, just to get your boyfriend's attention. Okay? That's fucked up. If somebody is having a bit of a moment for themselves, and you're threatening to just talk to your ex, which I should probably mention she did do, which is really disgusting if you ask me, because she said some disgusting things. She's faked a lot of relationships. There's a reason why for this. You know, the reason why she's faked a lot of these relationships is so she could start drama. I mean that 100%. Some people may look at it, even knowing her for a little bit even, and say she just needs attention. That's not the case. From what I've seen of her, all she does with these fake relationships, all she did with those, she only did it so she can get drama. Because from what I'd seen, from what I know of, almost every ex-boyfriend she's had, she's done a rant on. She's caused drama with them. And in hand got her more watchers and viewers. And she's even stated at one point to me, well, me and her were in a voice chat one time out of the many. She said, "Hey, guess what?" She said some things along the lines of, "I'm getting views for this. I'm getting watchers for this." Like she was taunting, like in a taunting way, just like, "Ha, I'm better than you. I'm getting all the watchers for your loss," which is just dirty business. Now, there's. Give me a minute. There was one point. Okay. There was one point where she was with her ex. Well, not your man friend. I mean, now you know who. And me and a friend of mine, or hers, I don't even know whose friend that was at this point. It's been so long. We tried to help her, okay? We actually tried to help her so she wouldn't make a mistake. And you know what she did? She pulled a 180 on the both of us. Said we were trying to use her as a toy to control her life. That fucking hurt, okay? That really hurt, because okay. At that point, we were more than considered brother and sister. At that point, we were like adopting sort of thing. Like, we were saying, "Well, I'd really want to adopt each other as actual siblings." But to say that, after all we've been through, after all the shit that we have to go through together because of her, and my feelings are concerned as trash like that, just throw it out to the side, like fuck off sort of thing. No, it's not right. Examples of her kicking her friends away when they help her, even when she asks for help. I was fucking broken, okay? At that one point, I was ready to just cut all contact with her. That's how fucking done I was. Because knowing that she was willing to say she had absolutely no fucking emotion the first time just because she would have lost me, it means she doesn't have it. I can't say it like that. For her to have no emotion, if a very close loved one or whatever leaves you because of something you do and you have no emotion for it, it's not right. If you, it's like, let's think of it like this. Imagine you have a dog, have a little puppy, and you raise it until it's a grown adult. Then something fucking horrific happens to it, right? And you just don't give a shit. It's like a normal walk in the park. You just look at its dead body and you just walk off like nothing happened. Live your life as usual. That's basically how Nico is like. If you don't mean, if something happens or she loses somebody, she doesn't give a care in the world. She will let you know it. Later on down the line, this happened after she broke up again with her man friend. She was, I'm going to be honest, obsessed with this person, the ex-boyfriend that I told you about. And she would constantly message him, getting mad at him, calling him out, sending hate, just all hate towards him, especially from herself. But she'd also try to get him back. But she was already with somebody else at the time. Don't ask, it's fucking ridiculous. But the last time she tried to get back with this boyfriend that I'm telling you about, this ex, she said she wouldn't want to live. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. She was on the verge of quote unquote suicide at this moment, and me being the person, like, you know who I am, I'm just like, fucking hell, what do I do? And I was in contact with her the whole time. And then what? And I was talking with her ex the whole time too, and she wasn't talking with him at all. But she wanted me to talk to him to try and convince him to go back with her. Fuck, this is gonna be a hard one to talk about. What Nico did at this point, she put me in a over 30 fucking minute long pandemonium. Okay? I had her on one side messaging me saying if she couldn't get him back, she was going to kill herself. And do all this fucking stupid shit that I should have never believed in the first place. Now, but I didn't know at the time. Him on the other side, which he's doing his best trying to stay calm. And I wish I'd apologize to this guy again. I'm serious. I wish I could get in contact with him and apologize to him. And I'm desperately begging him, dude, you need to go back with her. She's gonna fucking kill herself. I don't know what to do, man. And then he said, all right, I have to, I'll write something. It won't be what she expects, but it'll be something. Over to me, and I sent it over to her. She's just about ready. She then, quote unquote, is ready to kill herself. So then I start to go into a panic and tell him what's going on. And he's in a panic now. And then, like, I start begging, like, please, please. And then I let her know I'm begging. And then she goes from, I'm gonna kill myself, to instantly, like, back to her normal self when she's upset with somebody mode. Which, I'm sorry, but you don't go from literally about to kill yourself to instantly feeling better, ready to attack somebody right away. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's how it works for depression. Don't quote me on it. What is that banging? But yeah, you don't. If I'm not, I don't know this kind of stuff, but I damn well, I'm sure you don't just switch from depressed to all better. I'm going to talk some sense into this guy and make him shut up. The next day afterwards, she had convinced him to go back with her. He blocked her and everything, and she had no emotion. She didn't care. So her putting me through 30+ minutes of tears, nearly fucking dying via hyperventilation, because where I was, I would have fallen in front of the door. Nobody could have been able to open the door to get me out. It was all for nothing. I'm not blaming the guy for it. What happened was, she put me through all that just to be completely normal the next day. Forgive the banging noise Mom's making dinner. She put me through hell that night. And I still don't know how I mentally sound even right now because of it. It was fucking traumatizing, I'll say that to the least. Because I've seen it happen before. Hell, I've stopped it from happening a few times. But that night, I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought I was going to lose somebody and I was going to be blaming myself for it. But then to find out the next day, she just didn't give a shit. Fucking disgusting. Later on, and now I'm going to talk about the stuff that happened recently, because everything else prior to that really just not worth mentioning. It's personal stuff and whatnot that she told me, which there's no way I'm putting her personal life out there right now, because God knows I don't need a war. Recently, this is the reason why the friendship broke. She had been telling me for quite a few days that she was going to abandon her boyfriend. Which, listen to me when I tell you this. She may say some things like, I'm trying to put her boyfriend in jail, and I'm trying to get him arrested for something he didn't do. Listen, let me tell you something. He's 21 years old. Possibly older, I can't remember, but it's most likely 21. She's 15, 14, it's that age range. Tell me something. Is it being an asshole if I'm trying to protect a 15-year-old girl from a fucking guy who's overaged, always flashes his penis on a video chat with her when he gets a chance, abuses her verbally and mentally, and doesn't treat her like a human being? Of course, she does the exact same thing to him, except for the flashing part. But who's to say that I'm a nosy bastard for trying to keep a sick person like him away from her? He reminds me of a person by the name of Frank that was on the Go for Underage Girls. Honestly, he just wanted to get in their pants. This is exactly what this guy wanted to do. I just said his name by accident. Some people already know, so whatever. Now listen to this, okay? You're not supposed to date overage men, and men are supposed to date underage girls. You capitalize on girls. Okay? I have every right to call out that bullshit, but I was saying it privately to her. Every time something would make it, but here's what happened afterwards. A few days after, she stops talking about cat. Well, she stopped. No, I almost said his name. A few days later, she keeps mentioning his family, and I'm like, okay, at least she's not talking about him. Okay. This huge lovey-dovey post on Facebook with him tagged in it. I messaged her. Why did you lie to me? That's all I say. Why did you lie to me? I don't get a reply for a while. The file. she has this big fucking message laid out. Anonymously, mind you, but a message nonetheless. I may lose some friends for this, is how it starts. You can imagine what happens next, and what she says next. And how absolutely degrading to know that I'm completely shut in the face like that. Oh, and that I need to grow some balls, apparently, which, honestly, that's just... there's no need. I message her back, and I tell her to take it down. I don't like that kind of stuff when people do that. You don't talk to the world about it. So what she does, takes it down, finishes talking with me about it, which, mind you, she was not happy, but honestly, she wasn't happy at me. The one that she lied to, okay? She had no right to get angry with me because she was lying and making me think that I was actually helping her mentally. If you understand what I'm saying, instead of, you know what it is like to be played by somebody, like, or a prank even. Never mind, not that kind of prank, but to say that somebody's doing something amazing. Okay, think of it like a grade from a teacher, a false grade. So let's say a teacher gives you a good grade, and you're proud of it, but in reality, the next day the grade changes to something completely fucking to the ground. You're just heartbroken. But she got mad. Let's say she's the teacher in that sense. Let's say she lowered the grade, but then got mad at me for getting the low grade. If that makes any sense. Like I said, I'm having a little bit of a problem explaining this. This is no script, by the way, but I'm just taking breathers here and there. So she gets mad at me because she lied to me, right? And made me feel like a good brother, and then decides to shove it all into my face like I did absolutely nothing for her. Like, it's 360 immediately from good brother to you're a fucking nosy bastard. So I tell her, you know what? I need a few days just to myself, so just not to talk to you, because you've honestly hurt me. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to think things over. I go to my grandmother's for 2 days to sleep over. It was, fuck, what holiday was it? Maybe Father's Day? I can't remember which holiday. I come back after 2 days. In my messages, I see that she basically says, don't talk to me, then you're only just going to make me hurt. I don't even need to explain. But there is one thing I'm going to be honest about. She says I talked to her dad. I did. I told her everything that she told me, which I know a parent wouldn't want to have to deal with from their own child. Something that a parent would even want to protect their child from. Then I close off my Facebook account because I'm not using it anymore. I do, however, check back the next day to see that that Neo tells me to quote unquote grow some balls and stop talking to my father. And in one of her status updates on DeviantArt, there's 2 status updates she puts up. One of them being that I'm a liar, and that, well, she didn't say any names, but one of them was saying that I was a liar, and that I made false accounts and sent false notes to her portraying to be her boyfriend at the time. Or man friend, sorry. First off, no. Absolutely not. Second off, you're gonna fucking love this. She messages me again on Facebook. The last time I checked Facebook, though. My dad doesn't want to talk to you. Gross and Ball. I already mentioned that, but she didn't. But then she said, "Shit, I got it backwards." The first part, and the first message was, "Gross and balls. My dad doesn't want to talk to you." The second message was, "Leave my dad alone. He doesn't want to talk to you. Stop bothering him. He told me to tell you this." Your father was very polite with me when I talked to him. He listened to me for as short as the talk was, and he even assured me that you wouldn't do anything, like, regarding what I told him. He assured me that you wouldn't do anything. He was never rude. He was very polite. He was patient. And not once did he say, please stop talking to me. He let me state my business and move on. That's all he did. Now, I've been noticing some things. On her account, she said that she's going to report this to the police and whatnot. I want to mention to you all that those claims are all false. What Nico does is to try and, as a last-ditch effort, to scare people into stopping what they're doing. She threatens them with the law, which she doesn't end up going after anyways. It's all fake. All the threats Nico has made are all fake. She does it to make herself look like the more powerful person in an argument, and to make her look like the one that will cause trouble if you don't listen to her and do what she says. Now, she said some things too. There is one thing I should mention. She hasn't even watched the video that was made on her. And in her status updates on her Say and Excel account, that proves it. Because, here's the thing. If she would have watched the video, she would have seen... You know what? Let me pull it up really quick. I'm not going to share the screen, but it's still going to be there. No. You know what? Okay. Say in Excel posted a status 1 day ago. I'm sorry, but do you have the proof of the supposed shit I did? No. Why? Because you made it all up. All the evidence she needs is in the video that was made. All the evidence anybody needs is in that video. She never watched the video. That's proof right there. The fact that people are trying so hard to find evidence of the things I did is hysterical. It's already been found. It's in the video. There's no need to find anything. Hell, it's even all over DA. On your old accounts, you never deleted the comments that you said anyways, so people can easily search that up. Especially the shit that you said to N7, which I'm still not happy about. And I'm glad I was there to be able to protect him from what happened. Or what he was about to do. I'm glad I was there for him. Now, in the status behind that one, someone note me I need to rant. Plus the fact that he's trying to claim shit against me like he knows everything about me is hysterical. Face it, honey, you're in the wrong. I don't know everything. I'm not one of those kinds of people that says they know everything. Knows everything about everyone. I'm nowhere near that type. I don't want to be that kind of person. But to say I know everything about you, and to say that I claim to know everything about you, I never have. Putting words in my mouth. I don't appreciate that. But something very important is the last status that she posted. No, sorry, the one that's right under that one, sorry. Can I say how much I love when people start drama with me over the fact that I ended a friendship to keep my boyfriend safe? There's a little more to it. Because of all the things you've done, and that now that I am knowledgeable of, it's only right that I tell people what you're capable of doing and how much people you've hurt. It's not about your boyfriend or man friend anymore. This is about how you act and treat people, and how you need to fix that. I just love when people try so hard to make up things I supposedly did. It's not supposedly, we have the evidence. You cannot fight solid evidence that can even be found on the website. It's amusing, really. I love hearing all the things I did. That's her, I don't even know what to call that, what she does there. Like, tough or whatever, I don't know. I simply lied. Note of that. I simply lied to protect my relationship from a person who thought they could tell me who I can and can't be friends with. I simply lied. That's proof of her being a liar as well. And me telling you, I don't tell people to stay away from others. I suggest. I never said outright, get away from him or else this will happen, that will happen. I've only told you and showed you things he's done to you and brought them up. If I remember correctly, one of the last nights the night before you decided to break the friendship, it's also that same night that he made you break down crying in tears, and I was there to help. Where's the logic there? And then try to have my boyfriend arrested. I didn't try to have him arrested. Where the hell is this coming from? And then try to have my boyfriend arrested. Whoa. Complete lie. I did not try to get him arrested, nor am I trying to. If anything, you're the one who wanted him arrested at one point because of what he did to you. I'm sorry, but I'm not keeping my mouth shut about this. The fact that this person didn't like him was enough to edit false screenshots and impersonate him? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. You ended up keeping your mouth shut completely because you outright ran away from the situation. That means 100% you're running from the problem that you know you caused and did. That doesn't mean you're not keeping your mouth shut. You're running away from your problems that you should honestly be correcting, so you can correct yourself for the future. The fact that this person didn't like him was enough to edit false screenshots and try and impersonate him. I want nothing to do with it. I'll be straightforward. I want nothing to do with it. I would never go as far as to fake shit like that, because that's wrong. It's either be honest or lie. Lying, you'll get caught really quick if you lie. If you're honest, there may be backlash at some point, but you know what? At least you didn't make it worse for yourself by being honest. I hate the guy, and he hates me just as much. But he's done some shit too. I'm not gonna bring that up because honestly, there's no point. This is not about him. This is about Nico. Last line of the status. I had the right to end the friendship, nor do I want the drama to continue over something that happened last month. Thanks. I'm glad you ended that friendship. It wasn't even a friendship at that point. It was a fucking stalemate. The drama to continue over something that happened last month. Nico, it was constant. You never, forgive me for saying this, you would never shut up about this person. And every time he did something wrong to you, you came complaining to me. And every time I tell you that he's a bad person, and I prove it to you with the shit he said to you. But It seems that you could completely ignore me all the time. You would also constantly, like, you say you don't want drama to continue, but you've contradicted yourself so heavily, so many times, you're just doing it for attention. Not the good kind. You need to sit down and rethink how you're doing things. It's wrong. By moving to another account, by moving to one of your old accounts, and portraying another person, making it look like you're off of DeviantArt, but pretending you're somebody else, and saying you know what happened. You're making a fake witness of everything. You're trying to get the you're not upper hand, sorry. You're trying to make yourself look good by faking another person's identity to try and win people over. That's disgraceful, and I do not like it. That's honestly all I have to say about saying Excella, or as some people call her, Nico. She's hurt a lot of people in the past. She's hurt me in the past. And she's going to I assume she's going to continue to try and hurt others again. I'm signing off. This is Mick / the One Fun 211. And I put myself out here so I could tell you personally my experience and how I feel about this person. I'm not going to hide behind the keyboard. My webcam's been on this entire time. As you can see, this is me, nobody else. This is my thoughts, my experience, and I'm not hiding from it. Take care, everyone.